Destroy them now, before they destroy you. Let me ask you this. What do you do when the world sharpens its knives against you? When their whispers become roars and their smiles hide daggers? What do you do when you realize that mercy is a language they will never understand? You strike first. This isn't about petty revenge or misplaced anger. No, this is survival. This is strategy. This is about refusing to be their prey. They've studied your moves, mapped out your vulnerabilities, and planned your downfall. And the scariest part? They believe you won't see it coming. But you do. You've read their game plan, felt their intentions in the coldness of their stares. You've heard their schemes in the pauses of their conversations. You know they're coming for you. So, what's your move? The power of anticipation. The first step in any war is understanding your enemy. Who are they? What fuels their hate? Is it jealousy, insecurity, or fear of your potential? They see something in you they can't control, something they can't replicate, and that terrifies them. But instead of running or hiding, you take that knowledge and turn it into your greatest weapon. You don't wait for their attack. You anticipate it. You don't cower in fear. You prepare. You don't just survive. You dominate. Kill them with results. Here's the beauty of it. The destruction you bring doesn't have to be violent. It doesn't have to be loud or messy. Sometimes the most painful blow is silent and precise. Outwork them. Outthink them. Outlast them. Make their plans look like amateur sketches next to the masterpiece you're building. Let them exhaust themselves, trying to pull you down while you climb higher, faster, and smarter. Imagine their faces when they realize every move they made against you only propelled you forward. Imagine the silence when their words and actions fall powerless at your feet. It's not enough to survive their attack. You have to make sure they regret ever starting this war. The moment of reckoning. And then, when the dust settles and they look up to see you standing tall, what do? Do you reach down to help them up? Or do you walk away, leaving them to sit in the ruins of their own making? That's your choice. But know this, the destruction isn't just about them. It's about breaking the chains they've tried to wrap around you. It's about tearing down the limits they thought would cage you. And it's about rebuilding yourself stronger, smarter, and untouchable. So, here's the question. Are you ready to destroy them before they destroy you? Because this is war. And in war, hesitation is a luxury you can't afford. This is your time to act, to rise, to conquer. The battlefield is yours. Make them regret ever stepping onto it. Let me paint a picture for you. It's a quiet morning, and you're at peace until you feel it. That shift in the air. The uneasy weight of knowing someone, somewhere, is plotting your downfall. They're watching, waiting, salivating at the thought of seeing you crumble. And here's the part that should send a shiver down your spine. They're closer than you think. It could be that friend who doesn't cheer quite as loud for your wins. The coworker who laughs a little too hard at your mistakes. Or even the ones who wear the mask of loyalty while sharpening the blade they plan to use. What are you going to do about it? Building the fortress. The first step is simple. Stop letting them into your world. You can't expect to win if you're giving your enemies the blueprint to your destruction. Tighten your circle. Stay silent about your plans. Let your victories be a surprise, not an announcement. You see, people can't destroy what they don't understand. They can't sabotage what they don't see coming. So stop feeding their curiosity. Let them wonder. Let them assume. Let them waste their energy trying to predict your moves. while you're already 5 steps ahead. The art of subtle warfare. Now, here's the beauty of it all. You don't need to match their darkness. You don't need to stoop to their level. Your greatest weapon is your ability to remain calm, calculated, and unbothered. Picture this. They're throwing everything they've got at you. Rumors, sabotage, cheap shots. And you're unshaken. You keep showing up, delivering results, and thriving. That's the kind of power they can't handle. It's the kind of strength that makes them question everything. They want you to lash out, to lose control, to prove their narrative about you. Don't give them the satisfaction. Instead, let your success be a slow, agonizing reminder of their failure. Striking when it matters. But let's be clear, there will come a moment when silence isn't enough. A moment when their audacity reaches a level that requires a response. When that time comes, you don't fight fair. You fight smart. Expose them, but not recklessly. Make every move calculated, every word intentional. When you strike, make it so precise that they never recover from the blow. And then step back and let the consequences of their actions destroy whatever remains of their arrogance. The ultimate revenge. You want to know the sweetest part? The moment when they realize they've lost. Not just the battle, but the war. When they see you rising higher than ever, untouched by their efforts, untamed by their hatred. And here's the kicker. They'll try to come crawling back, disguising their envy as respect. They'll say things like, "I always knew you had it in you," or "We should work together sometime." Smile, but never forget. Forgive if you must, but never let them back into your space. Because once someone has tried to destroy you, their intentions can never truly be trusted. The legacy you leave. Remember, this isn't just about survival. It's about setting the tone for your legacy. It's about showing the world and yourself that no one can break you. That every attack, every setback, every betrayal only serves to make you stronger. So go ahead, build your empire, destroy their doubts, prove them wrong, and the best part, do it all with a smile, knowing that you've become everything they feared and more. To be continued. There's something almost poetic about watching those who once doubted you scramble in your shadow. Their fear isn't just about what you've become. It's the realization that they underestimated the wrong person. They thought you were predictable, manageable, easy to dismantle. But now they're seeing the version of you they never accounted for. Unshaken, relentless, and untouchable. And let's be real, they didn't just want to see you fail. They needed you to fail. Your success challenges everything they've built their identity around. It exposes their insecurities, their laziness, their lack of vision. Because if you can rise from nothing, what does that say about their excuses? You've probably noticed how they shift their strategy when their initial attempts to sabotage you don't work. First, they attack openly, hoping to break you with direct confrontation. When that fails, they get subtle. Whispers behind your back, underhanded moves to discredit you, planting seeds of doubt in others. It's almost pathetic, really, watching them pour their energy into tearing you down while you focus on building yourself up. This is where the psychological warfare begins. It's not about stooping to their level. It's about understanding the game they're playing and flipping the script. When they expect you to react, you stay silent. When they think they've cornered you, you unveil a move they never saw coming. The unpredictability of your actions will leave them in a constant state of paranoia, second-guessing every step they take. But let's not sugarcoat this. It's exhausting. Fighting battles on multiple fronts, carrying the weight of your goals while dealing with their nonsense takes a toll. That's why you need to master the art of protecting your energy. Not every insult deserves a rebuttal. Not every attack warrants a response. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is let them self-destruct in their own hatred while you keep climbing higher. They'll try to weaponize your past, to drag out old mistakes, hoping to use them as proof that you don't deserve your success. But here's the truth they can't stand. Your past isn't a chain, it's a foundation. Every failure, every misstep, every moment you thought you'd never recover from, it all built you. And the more they try to drag you down with it, the more they'll realize it only makes you stronger. You can see it in their eyes when the realization hits them, that split second where their confidence cracks, and they understand they've lost. Not because you overpowered them, but because they never truly stood a chance. You've been playing the long game while they were caught up in short-term wins. And that's the difference between you and them. They're fueled by envy, bitterness, and desperation. You're fueled by purpose, resilience, and an unrelenting drive to prove to yourself that you can do more, be more, achieve more. They want you distracted, but you're focused. They want you broken, but you become unbreakable. Keep moving forward. Every step you take is a reminder to them of what they'll never achieve. Every milestone you reach is proof that no amount of their scheming can hold you back. They've thrown everything they could at you, and you're still here, stronger than ever. Let that sink in. For you and for them, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. And the best part, you've barely scratched the surface of what you're capable of. Now imagine this. While they're busy plotting your downfall, you're silently building empires they can't even comprehend. Their obsession with trying to control you becomes their greatest weakness. They're so focused on watching your every move that they fail to notice how their own foundations are crumbling. That's the beauty of staying 3 steps ahead. They're playing checkers while you're mastering chess. They'll try to infiltrate your circle, pretending to be allies, while secretly hoping for your failure. And that's where discernment becomes your greatest weapon. You don't need to cut everyone off, but you do need to understand the difference between genuine supporters and opportunistic leeches. Keep your plans close, your moves unpredictable, and your vision so vast that it intimidates even the boldest of your enemies. But let's be real for a second. You're not perfect. You've made mistakes, trusted the wrong people, and maybe even doubted yourself at times. That's okay. What separates you from them is your ability to learn, adapt, and grow. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every betrayal becomes fuel, and every moment of doubt is replaced by an unshakable determination to keep going. You know what scares them the most? It's not just your success. It's the fact that you've stopped needing their validation. You've stepped out of the box they tried to put you in, and now you're creating your own rules. They hate that you're unapologetically yourself because it highlights how they've spent their lives conforming to expectations. Their fear manifests in different ways. Some will lash out, trying to pull you into unnecessary drama. Others will try to copy you, thinking they can replicate your success without understanding the blood, sweat, and tears that went into it. And then there are those who will just watch from the shadows, seething in silence as you continue to rise. Here's where it gets interesting. The more they try to stop you, the more they expose themselves. Their insecurities, their jealousy, their lack of direction, it all comes to light. And while they're busy self-destructing, you're out here thriving, leveling up, and breaking barriers. It's almost poetic justice, isn't it? The same people who doubted you, underestimated you, and tried to hold you back are now forced to watch as you succeed in ways they never imagined. And the best part, you're not even doing it to spite them. You're doing it for you, for the person who refused to give up, even when the odds were stacked against you. So let them hate, let them scheme, let them try every trick in the book, because at the end of the day, their efforts are futile. You've become an unstoppable force, and there's nothing they can do to change that. Keep going, keep building, keep proving to yourself that you're capable of greatness. The noise they make is just background static, a reminder that you're doing something right. And as you keep moving forward, remember this: their hate isn't your burden, it's their weakness. This isn't the end of the story, it's just the beginning. And the chapters ahead, they're going to be legendary. And so here you are, standing tall, unbothered, and untouchable. Every attempt they made to drag you down only sharpened your instincts, hardened your resolve, and lit a fire within you that refuses to die. They thought they could outplay you, but they didn't realize you stopped playing their petty games a long time ago. What they failed to understand is that you're not fueled by revenge or spite. You're driven by purpose, by the relentless pursuit of becoming the best version of yourself. While they wasted time plotting your downfall, you were out there building, learning, and growing. The distance between you and them isn't measured in miles. It's measured in mindset, ambition, and discipline. They wanted you to crumble under the weight of their schemes, but instead, you've become the thing they fear the most: resilient, unshaken, and thriving. And now, the tables have turned. They're no longer the predators, they're the prey. The same traps they set for you are the ones they're falling into one by one. But here's the ultimate flex: you don't even need to retaliate. Your success, your growth, your happiness, that's the ultimate revenge. Living your life on your terms, free from their influence, is the one thing they can't handle. Because deep down, they know that their hate, their schemes, their jealousy, it's all powerless against someone who's focused, fearless, and unstoppable. So let them whisper, let them plot, let them watch from the sidelines as you continue to rise. You've already won the moment you refuse to break. And now, you're not just a survivor, you're a conqueror. Walk forward with your head high and your eyes fixed on the horizon. The path ahead is yours to create, and no one, not even your most relentless enemies, can take it from you. Let your legacy be the proof that no amount of hate can extinguish a flame that's meant to burn. This is your story, and it's far from over. In fact, it's just getting started.